Hey guys, I'm going to talk to you about some notes on photosynthesis and cellular respiration. So we've talked about a few things last week, but I kind of just want to go through this picture to help you kind of really understand how the processes interact with each other. So we know that photosynthesis is powered by the sun. Okay, so plants take in the sunlight, and then the sunlight enters what we call the chloroplast, which we learned about last week. And then the plant also takes in carbon dioxide that we breathe out and water, okay, as you can see right here. And then with that, they produce glucose and oxygen. Now, some of the glucose they keep to eat to use as energy for themselves, and some of it they're able to give off when we eat things like lettuce or any type of plant, or like a rabbit would eat a plant, okay? So basically when it gets eaten, that animal is able to take in the glucose from the plant, and then the plant releases oxygen for us as well. Now, when we go into cellular respiration, this is the process of the animal taking in the glucose from what it's eating, whatever plant it's eating, and oxygen, and then turning it into carbon dioxide and water and energy. This process takes place in the mitochondria, which animals and plants even have these, but all animals and humans have them, and this is where cellular respiration takes place. So during cellular respiration, we are taking in glucose and oxygen, and then producing energy, which we called ATP, which we learned about last week, and also carbon dioxide and water, which the bunny will breathe out and then will expel water as well, okay? And the cycle kind of continues. So the inputs of cellular respiration, so these would be the inputs, what's going in, are the inputs needed for photosynthesis, okay? So they kind of have a relationship with each other, that one thing has what the other one needs in order to function. So it's kind of like this cycle. And we see energy moving through this cycle, and it's not getting created or destroyed. And I'll show you that when I show you the next video when we talk about the equations. But yeah, it's this cycle of basically a cycling of almost carbon, because almost all of these things have carbon in them. So we see carbon cycled through our atmosphere in our ecosystems, and that, if you remember, that's actually one of our learning targets. And with photosynthesis and cellular respiration, the inputs and outputs are able to help the plants and the animals maintain homeostasis. So this is kind of like a feedback loop, like we talked about too, a negative feedback loop. So one thing has what the other one needs, and able to balance, in order for them to keep their balance.